However, the fear was there on the intense level, and I tried to walk carefully and to stay as watchful as I could. The story is the better part of finishing after all. After all, Lisa stopped suddenly. So suddenly that I nearly bumped into her. Now where? What? Well, straight ahead, I guess. Are you sure? I tried to figure out the direction. It looked like we were going the right way, or less the way struck by electronic. However, without a map, without a GPS, or a glossary, navigation system, I wasn't ever sure that we were still on the same planet, whatever it was. We haven't taken any turns. We've been walking straight forward all the time, just as Electronic said. Then why haven't we met it? Why haven't we made it to the old camp yet? How should I know? Oh my god. Rude way of talking was already getting on my nerves. Are we already lost? Why would you say that? We are barely a meters away from the camp. So what? So look, finishing Saddler. So, nothing. If you don't like it, you go back. Lisa's eyed me disappointed for a while, then her face changed shapelessly. Well, I will then. She suddenly turned away and started to march basically back towards the camp. Good luck there, I shouted as she was gone. However, Lisa may be right, and we are in fact lost. In which case, it's not a good idea to stay here alone. The cool night breeze blew stronger and I shivered. But going after her would mean losing face, however worse. And Ming, she's right. No, I'm not ready to accept that. I couldn't have probably spent until morning arguing with myself about this. If it were for Lisa screaming, my legs carried me on their own towards where she went. About 12 meters on, I nearly fell into a hole, just managed to jump over it at the last moment. As for Lisa, it looked like she had not managed to. I was about to point the flashlight into the darkness when I realized that she'd take it with her. Well, that had to be expected. Are you alive? Yeah? Her mumbled voice sounded up from below. Did you break anything? Hell if I know. Idiot. A light flashed in a hole. I stepped closely and bent to examine how deep it was. The crashed hole went about 3 meters into disappears, but it was pitch black below it. Help me get out. Lisa yells argusly. And how do you imagine I should do that? I don't know. Think of something. Well, what do you see now? Describe it. Well, a sort of turn, and it's just a turd. A truth. Just a turn. That's weird. Come on, get down here. If that's the best idea you have, I'd rather run to camp for a rope. You're going to leave me alone here? Lisa's voice lost much of its imposing. But you're alone down there anyway. Hey! She cried out loud this in direction the flashlight right into my eyes. Well, don't pitch trolls aren't going to eat there. I'd be back in a flash. Lisa was screaming herself into a fur from down below, but I couldn't make out the words. However, I only managed to take a few steps before the ground yelled under my feet. Before I knew it, I was trembled down. I grabbed a tense roof that somehow slowed down my foot, but it snapped under my weight and went flying down with me. Oh, ah! You're alive? Hey! Interesting. So we don't know where this place is. We didn't see the kindergarten thing. Barely opened one eye as I felt a shipper spotlight under me. But it's hey wait. Lisa was standing next to me, looking at me in a nervous manner. Hey, limbs broke. I don't know. I moved my hands and felt everything seemed to be fine. Given the height, I was pretty lucky to make it down alive. Barely managed to stand up and examine the crash site. Indeed, we was in some kind of long corner. There was some kind of heavy writing all along the walls and lamps in case heavy metals hold and tend to the ceiling. In other situations, I would have guessed that it's a subway term, but it was hardly like that Senor to have already reached such a level of influence. Where are we? I don't know, but we have to get out of here. I climbed the climber. Well, was handy option. In fact, I was wondering how we ever survive a fall from such a height. Well, it seems that we're got to find an exit somewhere else. Damn it. How do we do that? I do not know. Lisa slowly turned pale. What's up, bro? That a single tint of her unusual anger reminder on her face. Well, I guess there got to be an exit here, right? Probably, but which way do we go? Now that is a good question. At first glare, it seemed like a good idea to head towards the camp, at least in the direction I thought it was. But I hadn't seen anything there that reminded of the exit from a cat combo. And that means that we should rather try the option directly. Give me that. I slammed the flashlight from Lisa's hand and pointed light into the darkness. That way. CG was okay, CG time. We were slowly proceeding forward with Lisa keeping a firm grip on my hands. In other circumstances, I might have been surprised at bears on every rejoice. How should I know? But right now, I was just as to get out of here as soon as possible. My bushes from the fall were aching, the blood from flashing in my head like a heavy pump over the flare spotlights that kept loosening the same circle walls, continuing was exactly raised under the mullet. Damn, there's also shrink. What? Why did we go into the dark forest in the first place to find shrink? Oh, just forget him. He might have fallen down here just like us. Of course, Lisa pointed this wasn't exactly the best time to arrange an side mission. If we don't manage to get out there, would be a search mission for us instead. But I couldn't just take my mind off this thought. It was as if Shrink was staring right before my eyes, giving me a responsible look. Look out! Lisa yelled. I almost crashed into a reference metal door. A fence on sight immediately catch my eye. This means that we're in a bombshell. I mumbled under my breath. Yeah, I heard something like that. You have. Which didn't you mention it before? I wouldn't I know. It'd be important. I guess you're right, fine. I grabbed the door wheels and pushed it hard as I could, trying to turn it. The brush man grabbed her, but refused to budge. Stop, oh my god, stop singing, help me! Lisa hesitated a little, but then grabbed the handle and started to pull. Finally, we managed to turn the wheels and the door open. It was hard to mistake in the room we entered for anything else. It was definitely a bombshell. And that's full of a gas mill and dried ray, a lot of equipment. Brush beds, air recliner system. There was everything one would need to survive in nuclear war. Well, at least to survive the first blast. Lisa climbed my arm ever tighter. What is it? What? What? She put in her breath. I'm scared. What are you scared of? Indeed, what of? We turned down to an abandoned bombshell. Now we're weary here in the dark, trying to find an exit. Oh yeah, nothing to be afraid of. Those thoughts made me scared, and I instead draw near to Lisa. She didn't say a thing, just spluttered a little and turned her back to me. Well, in any case, what? We had to keep searching for the exit. Well, there's another door. Indeed, there was a door on the full wall, just like the one that we come in through. However, no matter how hard I tried opening it, it was stuck. Need some help? Nope, it's jammed for good. I glare around the room, trying to find something that would work as a lever, and noticed a crowbar in the far corner. Great. Lisa gave me a blank stare. Watch it. However, still couldn't move the hand inch after using the crowbar. Totally exhausted, I fell on a near made me mom and give a sight. We had to walk back, but we just came from there. Lisa seemed to regret a bit of her self-control, as well as her usual rudeness. Well, you can stay here if you want. There's water. Oh my god. Oh god, hold on. Hey, we're in kit. Probably the radio's still working. She looked at me spiritually, but said nothing. My whole body ached terrified. It was only now I tried to relax that I began to realize how badly. A deep wound on my legs was bleeding profusely. My hand was heavily bruised. Blood was taking in my hair. And are you okay? I asked Lisa, you were just out of custody or because I was really worried about her. It took her some time to answer. Okay. How can we be okay in a situation like this? Well, I mean that I pointed to the wound on my leg. Oh, Cry, Lisa. We need to sample it. In injuries. No need, I survive. Oh, stop. We may do it, or you risk getting infected and that. Take your leg off. My, my grand. Oh my god, my grandpa lost his leg that went way in the war. Lisa looked truly concerned, and I decided not to argue. Okay, but it's kind of a long way to the infirmary. Hang on. She smiled and started to rumble through the cabinets. There was a far chance of finding some kind of medicine in the bombshell. And soon enough, Lisa pulled out a few aid kits with a trembled look. Okay, hold still. You know me. Well, I try. Treating the wound with a unknown smoke. Catching sweat felt like the touching of a red-hot iron. Cleared my teeth, and handed it harshly with pain. Oh, come on, it's not that painful. It is. Maybe you should try it yourself. It was easier with my other wounds. Soon enough, I looked like a limp bag all covered in brown spots. Thanks. Don't you think that was anything special? We just had to treat your injuries. Lisa shouted, turned her back on me. Sure. I refreshed from migraine and got up from the bunk. Every short rest I have definitely been good for me. Well, shall we go? Lisa climbed my arm, walked closer in step with me. We head back slowly, carefully looking for a hole in the exit. The turn seemed endless. We couldn't find the place where we fall down. Not after 5, nor ever 10 minutes. Are we lost? Lisa asked sadly. It might be possible to get lost in the forest. It's just come to me that that's exactly what we're publishing half an hour ago, so to refresh scarred or ever further. I continue with confidence. But this is a single straight turn. You can't get lost here. So, are we going to end up then? My words didn't seem to calm Lisa down enough. We get out of here. They always exit. Really? Of course, there is. The work that builds it somehow got back up to the surface, didn't they? Yeah, I guess. I read that she was trying hard to look at the bold as usual, but it wasn't turning out well. In the determined light, it was evidence that Lisa was starving. Lisa was shivering. A look of disturbance and query were playing on her face. Finally, let's move forward. In a few minutes, I noticed a hole in the floor. It looks like a shell crater large enough to get ourselves though. What? Down there? Hell, if I know. I need to point the light downward. Dim ground, some kind of ripped tracks. Might be a mind. Lisa looked at me questionable. Of course, we couldn't easily sidestep the hole, but my entrance insisted that we would encourage anything good. We see down and turn anyway, there would be either a death end or yet another jammed door. On the other hand, it was nervous to believe that we would find exit in the mines. What could give it a try? We could give it a try. In the worst case, we just come back. It's lower enough to let us climb back up later. Her face took on a stubborn expression, then Lisa turned away from the light and quickly said, "If you say so." As I thought, we were in a mine. A mines of a road-eating track. Scanned far away down the corridor, I couldn't fairly see the overload. Cat mark hearts. Crack along their tracks ages ago. The walls were popped up by robins and robins and water. Actually, drip from the drip from the calls. I wish it to rather it was scary here or in a wait, what? Car bomb of the bombshell above. It says that up there it was like a post-apocalyptic settings down here. Honestly, my Friday breathing. In any case, I was ever more edged to get out of here, and do so as soon as possible. Lisa didn't Lisa didn't utter a word after we described into the mind. She just walked next to me, clearing my hand so so hard, I started to worry. "Are you alright?" "No," she said quickly. "I understand that I can't be okay, but how are you holding up?" "Fine," she replied with that indifferent voice. "That's good because I really want to say, because if you go nuts too, it's going to be a massacre. Because we will find an exit. We definitely find one. Yeah. It seems you wouldn't last much longer. We should go faster." According to my steps, and we reach a flow after a couple of dozen meters. "Well, so which way?" Lisa seemed to have completely disconnected from our world and didn't worry about what was happening to us or how we could leave this place. "Well, let's think. The left or to the right? And what if we get lost?" Decided to put a mask on the wall in case we get lost and return to the spot again. Soon the large cross scanned with a stone destroyed one of the beams. "So, now we're ready to go." Go right. Go right.
Dad needs you.
Get somewhere. Go somewhere, Carmen. Go somewhere, Carmen. What? Finally, we came out and turned into some kind of halfway with a high ceiling. Yes, come on. Okay, go right. Go left. Oh god. Now go left. Hey, follow the caves. I saw a wind door in the top light. There you go. Here's something. You, you think so? Lisa look a little refused. Sure. Basically speaking, I'm really wasn't sure that there would be an exit on the door. But it wasn't like we have a choice anyway. But the handle. We found ourselves in some kind of room that refused either a bowling room or a unreal room under the bomb shuttle. Empty bowl carries, but another pile of discreet led the floor. Definitely that there is an exit from these caves. Discards the room with the flashlight in the farthest corner I saw. Shrank at us and tripped all over. Shrank! Who, who, who is that? He stumbled. Shrank, we've been looking for you for all night and you just sit here and get up? I'm not going anywhere. He started quickly, but with every word, his voice grabbed strongly until he was shouting at the top of his lungs. No, I won't go with you, anywhere. You tell his sis, you are here, anyway. It's a harmical. It's unscience fiction, yes. Yeah, unscience fiction. What do you mean by you are here? Here we are. We came searching for you. Lisa had remained silent until now, but then she let go of my hand and took a few steps towards Shrink. How are you? How are you doing? I asked quietly. She hesitated for a moment, but proceeded as if not hear me. Finally, having come closer to the lost bear near, Lisa put him in skins, slimming across the base. Oh, damn. You will nearly die while searching for you. Those damn woods at night, that bombshell, these freaking mines. I am one mess of a first thing to you. You what? You're just hanging out drinking, posing, and seeing pink spires, you bastard. Swing, Swing stared at her with a bitter look. Now then, get your ass up and move. No! He began to whisper quietly. No! Somewhere deep inside me, on the very edge of my unquiet, I got a feeling that something really bad was going to happen now. It happens a parmental is just a persistence of a situation from the way Shrink was saying on the expression on his face, held in his followed actions. Oh, probably all of that others. I rushed to Lisa. The light first jumped all over the room and highlighted String face for a second, twisted with madness. He was swinging a metal rod, and if I had been a moment too late, he would definitely have smashed Lisa a hand with it. But I made it. Everything was like a dream. The distant shout of a girl, a loud thump, the flashlight going out, and the scared silence fresh from the heavy breathing of Shrink. It took me a while to come to my senses. What are you doing, you jerk? I checked on my arms and felt okay. The blow landed on the flashlight. So now we were in complete darkness. You won't get it! You won't get me! Shane Harley laugh was quickly faded away in the distance. Hey, where are you going? Get back here now! Won't get. The yell vanished into the distance. Wait, freak. I tried to fix the flashlight in the darkness. No way Shrink have smashed it into pieces with a rob. Then I suddenly thought of Lisa. Are you okay? I hear a quiet sob at the same intense. I felt her embrace, hugging me tightly. Okay. It's okay. It's all over now. Everything's fine. Well, in fact, nothing was fine, but I just need her to get a grab on herself. Otherwise, we stood no chances of getting out of here alive. Generally, carried her hand. I wonder, Lisa cried as I shouldn't think. Maybe in different circumstances. I'm scared. That's okay, I'm scared too. I noticed this strong and suddenly transform into Lisa. But what the heck? Anyone would be scared in these circumstances. Moreover, she's a girl. But why aren't I scared? Not scared. Why am I still able to keep my mind clear and speak silently? Might it be because I have to worry about more than just myself? Because coming on, we have to get out of here anyway. Hold on, just a second. Suddenly, Lisa creased quietly, and the room became illuminated by a distant flare of a light flame. Where did that come from? The States. She forced a gentle smile and handed me the lighter. Alright? I quickly swung my eyes over the room, searching for something that could be used as a torch. There was some rage and a rub among the turns on the floor. One of the bottom contained some liquid that smells like demon alcohol. For better or for worse, in a moment or a minute, I was holding something that remains a flash touch in my hand. I don't know how long it will last, so we got to move quickly. Where to? Lisa seemed to be returning to her sides. Let's go back. At least we reached the bombshell. For one thing, there's light there. She gave me a quiet nod into my hand. Oh my god. Oh my god, my eyes. Oh my god. The torch was burning poorly, and we had to re-aid every minute. One day I had to be a oracle to pretend as a Sam short light spring for that rage we were using, becomes more and more afraid that we would leave the darkness in the mines. You could rely too much on just lighter. Whenever we reached the hole that led us to the Kencom, quite fast, it seemed that I memorized the route all over. We chuckled again, scamming over the rocks, among badly. Okay, where are we going now? Asked Lisa, getting her breath back. What do you mean? We're going to that room with the bunker cabinets. Which way's that? I opened my mouth to reply, but suddenly I realized I had not the slightest idea. The hole looked the same from all sides, just like the wall, the floor, and the ceiling. We had not the slightest hint to discern the right direction. Well, don't you know? Lisa asked silently and sat on the ground. No? I replied quietly, pointing out the torch to fuse it and said next to her, are we going to die here? The rest of her hand upon my shoulder. Lisa's words sound fatal. One might ever say calmly, but I couldn't find that her body was tripping. either with cold or with fear, or with both commons. Don't be silly. Sure things are getting worse, but they're still pretty far from where we're going to die. They will come and rescue us in the morning. Also, will call the police soon. I would love to believe that myself. I see. Yeah. Oh, heck of time. Saying there. I was ready to go forward or backwards. I was afraid to make a choice, as our sort deafness would let us both ways. Wandering totally darkness without any sorts of light was definitely worth dead waiting for the rescue here. Oh my god. This way at least we wouldn't have some life from the emergency. Suddenly, rumors started to echo in the distance. Well, here is that alarm. That was definitely the crack of a door spot mixing that rubber. Get up. I hardly pulled Lisa to her feet. It led to touch with a shaking hand. What is it? She asked in disturbance. I don't know, but it seems there is someone we have to run. To be honest, I wasn't sure that it was such a good idea. The world? What if the mad shrink is there? And then you found that the last of all the evils I can imagine. But we have no choice left. The stone skin breathing our feet, and described trying not to fall down, holding my hand with a trope out in front and dragging Lisa with the other. She ran alone in silence, breathing heavily. I really wanted to look back at her, but didn't have the strength or time. Finally, outland of the open door arrived before us. I lapped into the bombshell. Ready myself to fight any foes that was there. But the room was empty. I spent my eyes crossing the room, trying hard to spot hiding monsters, shrink, or any other evil entities, but it was all exactly the same as it was the first time we've been here.
Come out!
What?
Come out! Come out!
Wait until I come back out.
Come out! Come back out!
Hmm.
Come back out!
Stay in the room until I come
Come
back out.
on.